right, ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing today? I hope everyone is doing well. I've had a very long couple of days, but we're gonna do something fun for a change, exciting. Today we're gonna have a special series or a special episode of a Spirit Walk. It's gonna be involving a very own, I hope he doesn't murder me for saying this, Galagus. I believe it's Galagus. As well as we're gonna also be involving Miss Scarlet in this conversation into the Spirit Walk today. So, quick shout out to our sponsors, Rogue Energy, AK Racing, and W Energy. Make sure you check them out, give them some support, some love. Use the Bullets29 gaming code and get 10% off on your purchase. So make sure you do that and they'll go ahead and take care of you from there. Without any further ado, we're gonna roll that video that everyone loves, that they enjoyed. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Make sure everything else is ready to go and set up, and we'll see you here very soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. All right, so we're going to be rolling right into this. We're joined today by two of our members of the cast. We have Galagus with us. He is our individual that we brought on for the season, as well as just kind of sitting in the background, monitoring and being a moderator for this stream and everything else like that. We have our very own Mr. Axros as well, or Mosh. So sure you show him some love. Our other character we have in for today's episode is also going to be our very own Scarlet. So what we're going to do is there any questions before we begin? Perfect. So just kind of give every background again. The way that these spirit walks work is it's going to be an opportunity for you to be able to get closer with the characters, get closer with your person, your personal level as a character. Now for those of you who are joining, who are watching, one of the things that I make sure very clear with all of my characters, I make sure that they're in tune with their characters. You hear me say it a lot. You hear me say it a lot to Scarlet. You hear me say it a lot to other players. It's important for our characters to be in tune with who they are as a player, and understand that when they become that character, they are that character. They're not someone else. They're not their own person of who they are in the world today. They are that person. When Scarlet is playing Scarlet, she is Scarlet. When Gallicus is Gallicus, Gallicus is Gallicus. He's not Shadow. So that's one of the things that we try to do on this this channel, is we try to make sure that everyone is understanding that their characters are them. So at this point, there's no questions or concerns. We're going to jump into our session for today. Mr. Gallicus, I need to turn you up, my dude. You are so quiet. You are so quiet. No, I just need to turn you up. Try again. Much better. All right. You're still pretty soft, but that's fine. I can work with that. I can just turn the music down a little bit. So, Mr. Gallicus, you are currently, right now, in the midst of the guild, or the order's temple, per se. That makes sense? Yes. You were brought in by members of the society, and at this point have met everyone. You have come to the realization of how close you are to your mission, what your mission is. Now, your background, we're gonna kind of go a little bit more into, but we're gonna reveal it piece by piece as we continue this episode. But first, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go off to the point where you have walked off from being in the room with everyone else. What are you doing?
I am thinking of the name that everyone was mentioning that is not dead, and focusing on my mission that my master gave me.
Okay, so you're focusing on the name of the individual who you've learned a lot of stuff from, or you focusing on the name that your master has given you for the mission? Gotcha. Okay. So you're looking for, okay, so you look at you know who the name is of the person. You know the description of the individual.
I do not.
You don't know the description of the individual. Okay. It was relayed to you in your orders. Okay.
Okay.
Now your sacred order, or the order that you're a part of, okay, it's an assassin's order, okay. And your missions that are carried out are essentially those of what the master has given you, and your mission. This is like your first major mission, okay. You've done a lot of training, a lot of practice, right? And just so that you're aware, this is your assassin orders music. Just I want to let you know that, so that you know you have music, okay? As you look at the parchment, you see a branding on it. The branding essentially is it's kind of like a I want to say a watermark, but it's not like a watermark. You know what I mean? Like it's on the paper. And it has it's hard to find. And all it has on it, okay, is an image of an icon. It has what looks like to be more of a shadow, more of a skeleton head in the middle.
Okay.
And it has encircled around it a falcon with its talons in the skull. Okay. The order's name that not a lot of people know about is essentially it's an Assassin's Guild that you have grown up to know is Guild of Phantoms. Okay. They're also known as the Crows. Okay. The Guild of Phantoms is the official name, but they have a nickname of Crows, or the Crows. The reason why they're referred to as the Crows is because they're usually, if there's one, there's more looming. Crows usually loom from a distance. They scavenge. They're scavengers. Your guild has been given targets in high positions or in low positions. You look through your assignment and you realize who your target is. You start to read these descriptions of who they are. Okay? We're going to go back to those descriptions in just a second, okay? We're going to go over to Scarlet. Scarlet, you're in the room with Echo on the steps, and you see these individuals hanging out in the kitchen, and next thing you know, you notice that there's one person gone. What do you want to do?
I walk up to Axros, if I may, and to
Okay.
ask him to watch Thea for a minute.
Okay. Axros comes up, or you go to Axros and you go, oh yeah, I've got her, don't worry, she can join us. Thea sits down at the table. Eris and Rayla and Axros sit down next to her. They go, Thea, so good to have you back, I'm so happy you're okay. And they're laughing, and Thea's just like happy to be in their presence. She's grown with this family. She's known this family. She's gone connected with this family. They're not their blood family, but they're her family. She sees them as family. She sees them as the people who taught her, who helped her grow to where she is right now. And you look back and you see this smile on her face as she's laughing. Rayla and Eris kind of having a funny little argument with each other. And Thea and Axros just laughing at it. You get a sense of relaxation and a sense of, I know things have been tough in the last couple of years with Thois being gone, and you wish he was here to raise his daughter, to help raise your daughter, both your daughter together. And as you pause, you reach down and grab your necklace, reminiscing of the bond that you and him have had through so many times. They are drunk. They're a happy.
Can I change my mind then?
they are a happy drunk. I was a little concerned.
I rolled a
But
constitution save last time. I'm sober.
Yeah, he's sober now.
Okay, good.
He's sober, but the other two are the other ones are, you know, they're a happy drunk. You know what I mean?
Okay, just checking.
Does that make sense?
We're at risk, yeah.
Yeah. No.
Take care, Your Highness. I shall take care of your child. Don't worry.
Oh, I trust you. It's the other ones I don't trust very well in their state of mind.
Don't worry. I'll beat their asses.
Please
I'm
do.
sorry. I just see this fight between Eris and Rayla and Vox, and they're just like swinging. They're just spinning around to fall over, and Exos is just standing there. Oh, jeez. All right. So.
After dropping off Thea with Axros, I would like to follow and see if I can sneakily, creepily get in there and try to see exactly what Gallicus is up to. Why he left.
Okay. So you start to head in the direction that he goes. So you're over here. Gallicus, you are looking over the parchment. Scarlet, I want you to roll a perception, or actually do a stealth check first.
8. Yeah, that's not
Yeah. All right. I want you to roll a perception check for me.
okay. 10. So 8 for stealth, 10 for perception.
Okay. You only can glimpse a piece of parchment that he is holding in his hand, as he quickly puts it away, but you're able to make out a figure. You don't know what it is on there, but it's like fainted, but there's a figure on the parchment. as you turn the corner. Gallicus, as you are standing there, you hear the noises of Queen Scarlet coming around the corner. What do you both do?
I see you've left the party. I understand you don't really know them very well. They can be a bit rowdy at times, so I apologize if it made you feel uncomfortable in any way. I just want to make sure you're okay and comfortable.
I am I would say new experience for me. Never been around people that such joy, especially in drinking.
I'll be honest with you. We haven't had many of those lately, so it was nice to watch them have a good time for once. But
While you guys are having this conversation, you hear the song in the background being played, and the laughing noise of Thea going yay yay, as you can hear the song that Scarlet, you've known that Axros has played, that she absolutely adores. Go ahead and continue.
So, is there any way I can get you to maybe join Echo and myself potentially? Maybe you don't have to join the party, but if it's not your area you want to be, I completely understand. Unless you're busy, because I saw you were looking at a scroll.
Yes, I was. My mission contains someone that you're actually going after.
Is it Lord? Oh, sorry.
Which I just need to come out here and think just on the name.
Are you talking about Lord Major?
Yes, he is my mission. That my master gave to me. And I don't know what their thoughts would be if they found out if I joined a party. Because usually our missions are set to reveal and not to join anybody.
I'll say this to you right now. You can't do this mission by yourself. I thought I could when we were up against Lord Major, but I lost my husband because of it. We all fought really hard that day. And even we, as big as of a party as you've seen us, we couldn't even defeat him. And we lost a great ruler. Trust me, you won't be able to do it by yourself. I know I couldn't.
But just hearing those laughs in the hall right now, that's not normal for me.
While you're doing this, Elicus, I need you to roll a deception check. Scarlet, I need you to roll an insight check for me.
18.
22.
Oh no. Gallicus knows why I'm like, oh no. With Scarlet, he is not completely telling you the truth. And you can sense that there's something that he's not telling you.
Is there more to the story? Because I've been lied to enough. Give it to me straight. Tell me every little detail. If I'm at risk here, I am not putting Thois's daughter at that risk. I feel like you're missing out some very important details.
The reason why I am scared to join you is in the letter that I handed you.
What was that
I
again?
understand.
The reason why I am scared to join you is because of what's in the letter that I handed you earlier ago.
Okay. I want you to roll deception, but with advantage, because of the fact that it's you know why. You know why. So go ahead and roll deception with advantage. So go ahead and roll again. Scarlet, I want you to go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
15.
Okay.
21.
Woo!
Can't beat my wisdom, sir.
Miss Scarlet, you get a feeling as he says this. Kind of read him a little bit. And this is something that you learned from Thois. Thois taught you how to really read people. Because Thois was always somebody who always either one spoke in riddles, who always two knew the bigger picture before anyone else, and was planning everything out before anyone else, and knew exactly what needs to be done. And three, Thois had a lot of enemies. A lot of enemies. If he didn't read people, he could put himself and others at risk. Taking these skills that you've learned from him, taking these skills that you've taught or that were taught to him, as you stand there, you grasp it and kind of think to yourself back to the words that Thois taught you and the lessons that he taught you. He always taught you there's a time and place to choose your battles. A time and place to understand of when to push and when not to. You know that there's something that he is not telling you. The way that he's looking, the way that he's presenting his information to you, you can definitely tell that he's holding back on something, but you don't know what.
Fine. I won't push the information out of you. But when you're ready to tell me the truth, you tell me. If you need to pull me aside, I will. The only thing I may ask, if you be honest and tell me, are myself and my daughter at risk with the scroll I am holding? That is all I need to know.
May I just show you?
Are you talking about the parchments that you gave me?
Yes.
Here, I'll give it back to you and then you can open it. Because this lying thing and this team thing is not going to work if we don't trust each other. Here, take it.
I grab it.
So you're grabbing the parchment that Scarlet has, correct?
Yes.
Okay. The parchment that Scarlet has is regards to, if I'm correctly, it's the one that was from the Sacred Order, correct, Scarlet? The one from Mosh?
No, Galacus gave me
Galacus,
one.
that's it. That's right.
Galacus gave
Yeah,
me
that's
one,
right. Yep.
It's that
Okay.
one. I held it for trust, so you can trust her.
Got you. Okay, so you're taking a look at it. Is that what you're doing?
No, I gave it back to him, but unless he's opening it.
What do you do, Galacus?
I slowly raise my hands to
Okay.
take down
Miss Scarlet, for the first time, as you see him raise his hands, grasp his hood, you all of a sudden see a sight like none other. Like nothing you've ever seen. Let's see, where is it at? It's this one, I think it is. No, it is this one. As you stand there, he raises his hands in the air slowly. Saying, I'm not a threat. Not gonna do anything. Grasp the side of his hood and slowly bring it down. I need you to do a history check for me real quick.
Who?
You.
Oh. 10.
That's good enough. All right. You know that what's going on. He has a curse. Before you see a man behind the mask, behind the clothing, behind the shadows. You see blue scales emerge from the side. You know this curse. It's a curse that is transforming him into a dragon, essentially a dragonborn, into a dragon form. This is a very slow and painful curse. It takes many years for it to transform, and ultimately at the end, with emotion, it is driven by emotion. More emotion, more anger, more determination, the more fierce it gets. And you can tell that he's been trying to fight this for some time. What do you do?
This is why. Oh, I was gonna say hi, speak to him. So this is why you've wanted. That's why you were avoiding everybody, isn't it?
Been fighting this since young. When I was given this curse, I was just a little boy. My parents saw this and gave me to my masters because they did not want a son that was becoming a dragon. They gave me the name Gallicus. I don't even remember my own name. They told me this curse would take years until it transformed me into a blue dragon.
understand.
That's why I was hesitant to join.
It all makes sense now. However, what I will do is, if you'd like, I could teach you some calming druidic methods if it may help you. Like to help you control the anger, or at least how I was taught. I myself have a little bit of a, I'll be honest with you, because I wish you would have told me this, but I understand. But I also too have a mark, not like yours, but I got it from a battle. This red mark on my wrist here, and I point to it. This dark mark I got from Midrir when he attacked me with one of his dark bolts. But because of my royal blood, it didn't outright kill me, unlike Thois. Echo as well has the same thing. So, I may not be able to relate as a full dragon in your scenario, but if you would like, I could teach you some calming techniques I have taught Echo. If you're interested in helping, but if that'll help you.
I will learn it, but that is also one situation that we need to talk about. And I am turning into a blue dragon. Blue dragons don't have a great bond with yellow dragons.
I was gonna say, at this point in time, Scarlet, you start to remember back in your studies with Draxus, the stories of the Dragonborns, the stories of the Dragonborn nation, and how he said that blue dragons are more territorial of their territory, where the gold and brass dragons are more familiarized with humans. They're more susceptible to understanding with humans, and that's the reason why they were casted out. You were taught the hierarchy of the dragon the dragon types and the dragon families, and which ones were more powerful, and which ones were the worst, and which ones were the least. And you know from your studies that yellow dragons and blue dragons do not get along, and that they have been known to have been fighting for years and years.
Yeah, this is gonna pose a problem. If it's easier, if there's a way I can somehow separate you two. Does it, if I may ask, does the curse trigger when you're just naturally around her, even if she doesn't do anything towards you at all?
I have no idea. This is the first time I've ever been close to a yellow dragon.
Okay. So maybe what I'll do is I'll try to keep you as separated, and maybe what I'll do too, because I have to do some research with Echo anyway. Maybe I could see if I can find a cure in our royal library. If that is easier for you, because you don't deserve to be going through that. For somebody that follows Thois's ways, you don't deserve what you're going through.
Thank you.
As she says this, you think back about what you and I had talked about earlier, of your target, and kind of look down at remnants of Thois. Kind of with a mixed feeling. At this point, Scarlet, you hear Thea laughing, and jumping around and running all over the place. Eris and Aurelia kind of running around with her in the background. What do you do?
Would you like to come back and join us? I probably should go check on Thea. It sounds like she's really having a good time. Maybe that might cheer you up a little bit?
It would, but I would like to stand out here for a little longer.
I understand. I'm just gonna go check on Thea, but if you need anything, please let me know. Oh, and I'll say this too. I won't tell anybody else as well unless you tell me to.
That'd be much appreciated.
Unless you give me permission, of course, then I will say. But as of right now, I will not say it to the party whatsoever.
Thank you.
And I walk back over to Thea.
Okay, you walk back over to Thea. Gallicus, you sit there and are now looking over the parchment that was given to you. Do you want to open it?
I do.
Okay. You open it up. I need you to roll a... Let's see, what can I get you to roll? Coda. Coda, not my lap. Hey. For those of you who don't know, Coda is now pretty much full grown and still thinks he's a lap dog. At 120 pounds. So, I apologize. I need you to roll a need you to roll a wisdom check for me. Just wisdom. Hit wisdom, and I'll roll it. A wisdom check. So it's a d20 plus 2. You can also do that too.
Wait.
You look at it after this conversation that you just had with Scarlet. It put a lot on you. You know the you know of your target. You know of a description of your target, but you don't know the name of your. You know the name of your target, but you don't know like anything other than a description and name. The description. Calm down, Coda. You're fine, dude. Calm down. Sorry. Coda has some long nails still, and he's scratching himself, so that's why you'll hear him in the background. So we gotta get those taken care of. So the description of the individual that you hear or that you know. Coda, stop, dude. Sorry, folks. Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry, Coda is kind of being a little rambunctious right now and telling him he needs to knock it off. So I had to use my dad voice on him. So I apologize. I had to use my dad voice on him. Let's see here. I need this one right here. Yep, this one. All right. You know the description of your target. The description of your target is female. Golden hair. Blue eyes. Of a celestial descent. And notable Sacred Order member. The name that was given to you. Are you ready? The name that was given to you by the order of the crow, or the guild, the crows, or the guild of phantoms, was Arya. As you stand there and look into the room, you see your target smack dab in front of you. What do you do?
I sit there and I read my target to see how I can read her from her stance of if she's relaxed or if she's on guard.
Do an insight check for me. 24. She is relaxed. She's calm. She feels safe. Not entirely, but she feels safe enough. She's around Eris and Thea and Scarlet inside the room right now.
I think to myself that I know this would be a good opportunity for guards down.
Sorry, good opportunity for what?
Like, this would be an opportunity to get her to end my mission.
Okay.
But I know I would get closer by getting everyone else's trust and also my trust.
Right. So what do you want to do?
So I look around outside to see if I see any crows.
I'm sorry, any what?
Any crows to see if my masters are watching.
Yes, you may do so. You kind of have to walk around a little bit, but you finally get to the point, and I need you to you start to look out, and you see a distant crow. Not a member, but just a crow. In the distance, on top of a building. And you look closer, and you see a shadow, an outline of a figure on the ceiling, on the roof of the tiles, on the roof tiles on top. And you get this feeling that somebody is watching you.
I roll in insight to see if I can recognize this person.
You're too far away. He's far away. You can definitely see an outline and a crow, but you're too far away to make out anything. Plus it's night outside, so you can't really see him anyway. But yeah, I'll let you do it. Go ahead and do it insight with disadvantage though, because it's nighttime. That sucks.
I wish I rolled.
As soon as I saw that 10, I was like, oh, he's screwed.
I wish I
No.
rolled that roll.
So no, you can't. Unfortunately, you can't tell.
Since I couldn't tell, I gave a non-noticeable bow towards him and make sure that no one else sees the bow. Like a nice, like, I'm like looking over the edge bow at the same time. Make it look like I'm just cautious about where I am at.
As you do this, you see the figure rise and tilt his head down, turn around, and jump. I see his figure disappear.
I then turn around and make my way back in towards the other people.
Okay, before you do that though, I want you to roll. Actually, I'm gonna roll real quick. This could be a game changer. Luckily, it was a nat 1, so you're fine.
Thank God.
So, you see a guard as you turned around, kind of just standing there, kind of looking at you like, what was that? No bother. Kind of walks off a little bit. You go back inside. You're at the doorway. Scarlet, you see this person, Gallicus, make his way back into the room from a distance.
You didn't check your DMs, did you?
Shoot, hold on. Don't do anything. Hold on. That's my bad. Hold on.
I don't think he did.
No. Because I pinged at least 5 times.
Yeah, I see it.
I only pinged him twice and he hasn't said
Yes,
so.
she is.
So can I do what it says?
Yes, go ahead. Roll stealth for me
Okay.
with advantage.
Okay.
Well, that
20.
works. So, roll a oh, that was a nat 20. That was 70. Okay. So yes. Khaleesi was following, but she was in the shadow, so Gallicus did not see him.
Yeah.
As Gallicus comes into the room, you see from the doorway Khaleesi kind of poke her head around. Yes. She does.
Okay. So as soon as Gallicus enters the room, Khaleesi starts to growl at him.
Gallicus, what do? You walk in through the door, and this wolf behind you starts growling at you.
And I growl back and see if I intimidate him.
Miss Scarlet, what would you like to do?
Why are you attempting to... Why, Khaleesi? My dear, what's wrong? What's going on, Gallicus? Do you have more to say? Or shall we go into another room privately? Because Khaleesi has never acted this way. And she crosses her arms at him.
Are you closer to me, or are you actually like next to everybody?
No.
Next to everybody?
No, she's over by everyone. She's starting from the distance. So everyone else is now facing your direction. And what we're going to do at this point, Draxus comes around the corner behind Khaleesi.
Did you find out something? Because I know Khaleesi doesn't seem very happy with Gallicus at the moment.
I'm starting to get that feeling myself, my dear. Gallicus, what are you gonna do?
He's probably growling at me because my master watched it and I gave him a bow.
Who do you work for? And explain to me what that scroll was.
Red scroll, my dear.
He gave me a scroll, and I thought to hold his trust, I would hold it for him and never look at it. And I gave it back to him, Draxus. But obviously there's more to this story, and he was lying to me earlier and wasn't giving me a full story.
Yeah. We'll have to see about that.
Not sure I can trust him at the moment.
So Gallicus, at this point in time, the room is very, very tense. Yeah, I need this one right here, I think. Yes, this one right here.
That's guitar.
I need Gallicus. I need you to. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let you decide. What do you want to do? The room's tense right now. They obviously know something's going on. They don't know exactly what's going on, but they have a weird feeling about you. What are you gonna do?
In order to gain all of your guys' trust, I cleaned the scroll that I gave to you. Was the scroll telling you about the curse I had? That's why I showed you my curse.
I hate to do this to you, Gallicus, because I know what it is. I need you to roll a persuasion, please. With disadvantage because the room is very, very tense right now.
That and the wolf kind of saw what you were doing.
So, yeah.
Nat 20 minus 1.
No, he's disadvantaged. He has to do it again.
Disadvantage. You have to roll it again.
He has to roll it again.
Oh, shit.
Scan out wise the queen, sir.
He hates it when I tell him to roll persuasion because I know he knows what his modifier is, and it
Up at
sucks.
this point.
But Scarlet, you clearly know that he's hiding something. You definitely have all the pieces now put together that he is definitely not telling you something that he has been holding on to.
If you don't tell me the truth as of right now of exactly what was on that scroll, I am going to ask
You want to try that again?
Shush. I'm going to ask Axros to get his guild members and escort you out. So you tell me
Snap my
what was on that
fingers.
scroll. Or you're
Axros, as this happens, you turn around and look at Scarlet. You kind of have been you've been kind of just, you know, hearing this whole thing going on. You've just been like calmly eating. Just eating while this whole thing's going on. You obviously feel that there's tensity in the room and danger in the room, but you know there's a lot going on. And
I'm gonna just snap my fingers, summon the guild members to make sure shit stays.
you snap your fingers, and then you get up and you stand directly behind Scarlet and you cross your arms.
Well,
And
I
stare
want to cross
straight.
my arms. I want to have my arms right behind my back, like.
Okay. You want to have them right behind your back?
Yeah,
Okay.
right behind my back.
Now you see Axros standing directly behind the queen, Galcus. You are in a very tight spot, my dude. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We gotta save him.
If you do not trust me,
I can't do it yet. I can't have him go out yet. I gotta save him.
that's your command. I'm not trying to make myself look like a threat or a liar. It's just
Really? Because I don't really believe you at this point.
As this happens, I know what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna save his butt. If you're watching this, Galcus, you owe me for this. You owe me big time. At this point, a guard or a order member comes running into the room, comes bolting into the room, and tells you,
Julius, catch your breath.
"Dead, buddy, order member in town." Whew.
Hey, catch your breath, Julius. Say it slowly and clearly so we can hear you.
Dead body
Awesome.
of order member in town,
One of ours?
sir. Yes, sir.
No, look, at this point, I'm just pretty much alarmed, and I just pop a sickle throughout my sleeve. Looks like we're not ending this on a good note today, boys. Tell everyone in the guild to be on the lookout. Put the town on high alert. Heavy guard on Galacus. Make sure no one escapes.
I agree with that, Axros. Your Majesty, as much as I feel that you would like to return home, I feel that it is in your best interest to not do so. And especially Thea's life may depend on it.
At this point, when Draxus says that, I summon like my elite guards, have them take Arya, Scarlet, and Thea, and take them to a secure room until we get this whole entire thing solved.
Agreed. He looks over the room and he goes, "You two, go get the guards, get the elite guards from the security division and have them report here right away." And they run off and they come back.
Can you please read your DMs, please?
Yeah, yes, I'm getting there. I'm sorry. Hold on. I have multiple things I am pulling up at the same time. I promise.
Okay.
Well, I was already planning on doing that.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you.
I was planning on doing that already.
Just
So-
making sure.
Yeah, no, I was planning on doing that already. That's the same one that I read already. So, all right.
Yeah, okay. turn.
Yeah. So at this point, my dude Galacus, you all of a sudden, where is it at?
Bring it on, man. Come on.
You all of a sudden have this wolf pounce on you to the ground.
Oh shit.
And she is hovering over you at this point, while you are now prone on the ground as she tackled you from behind.
You tell me the answer on that scroll, or that wolf's gonna get you. Make your choice.
Praxis, how long till the guards get here?
Nurse should be here momentarily. And at this point, he's saying, like in frustration, like they should already be here. The guards quickly come around the corner. Yes, sir, you called for us.
Yes, please escort the queen and Arya and the princess away, please, securely. Take them to this.
I want him to get this answer out first before I get escorted.
Highness, this is not the time. Your life is at danger and very much at high risk right now. We cannot take the risk. We cannot
I want to
afford
know if
lose your
anybody
life.
else, though. Just give me a moment. I'll go in a minute. If you don't give me that answer, you've got my pet wolf would love a dinner. Make your choice. Are you gonna tell me what was on that scroll or not?
My dear, we will go ahead and see to getting the information that is needed. I believe it's time for you to go. Quickly now.
Wait.
Everybody needs to pull me when I don't need it. I try to be strong like Thois wants, and I get escorted away regardless. Fine.
At this point in time, you coming from down below, you see Galacus showing his strength of the curse and kicks Khaleesi off of him.
While he's doing that, can I just tell them, run, Justin, book it now. No
Yes.
time to waste.
Khaleesi
Run.
gets thrown to the side and she takes 4 damage. At this point in time, Galacus, you are now up and are now standing. Axros, I need you to roll a history check for me, please.
History. 5.
Okay. I'm gonna have Arya roll a history check as well. Oh, that's not good. It's 19.
Oh.
That's without the modifier. All right. At this point, you all see a crow fly into the room and land on Galcus' shoulder. And you see Scarlet, you and Axros, I need you to both roll an insight check.
21.
21. Scarlet?
Yep.
Hold on, I will in a minute. Answer my DM and I'll still roll the insight. Please.
Oh my god.
Curly's asking to die today. God damn.
Oh, no.
Sure, why the hell not? Go ahead.
Okay. Ready, Axos, for your surprise? Remember that
I'm ready.
surprise I've been telling you about?
Yep, I remember.
I conjure animal, and I turn Axros into a shadow tiger.
Ooh,
Go!
let's go. I'm going. I go full fucking force. No, not holding back.
At this point, Axros, you see this. Scarlet, you see Axros's face before you conjure him, obviously. Before you conjure him. Axros, you see terror, a terrified look of terror in Arya's eyes as she is staring straight at Gallicus. And she is frozen.
Tell the guards to hurry up and escort them out and take them to the secure area. Let me fucking deal with this. Now go. What are you waiting for?
Do you think she can hide from me?
Doesn't matter if she needs to hide. I just have to deal with you.
Just me.
Don't worry. I have other people around. I'm not alone.
At this point, Arya is standing straight across from you, Gallicus. Scarlet and Thea. Thea is currently behind you, Scarlet, kind of standing there in terror and in fear. But all of a sudden, at this point, something happens.
Need to roll anything?
No, go ahead and hold on a second. Scarlet, you turn around, you look, and you see our Scarlet, Thea's eyes all of a sudden glow. And a tranced look on her face. She continues to move forward between Arya and Gallicus. Actually, change that. She's actually from behind. Arya is directly in front of Thea. All of a sudden, you see Thea rise into the air. At this point, she then speaks. You are not welcome here, outsider. Leave and do not harm my family. There shall be nothing but pain and suffering come your way.
It's a shame, my love, how he looked up to your ways and copied your ways.
Ara, in disbelief, turns around and looks upon Thea, hearing her brother's voice and seeing tears come down her face. And she goes, "Boys, leave now. Leave." Scarlet, what do you do?
I turn over to Thea. My dearest Lois, it's a shame that this person followed your ways.
She looks over at you, and you hear the voice. My dearest, take them quickly now. It is not safe here.
I will keep our daughter safe, but now you must go.
My light of my life, we are going.
Arya is just stuck to the ground.
Take her. What are you waiting for?
Arya, we must go. Usually I'm the one who would stay. Come. Your brother wants you to go.
She reluctantly begins to get up as you take her by the arm and you all run in the direction of out this way. And his
leave me back there though. I'm still trying to fight.
Yeah. Right here. Khaleesi is wounded, by the way. She's kind of limping, but she's fine, but she's limping. As he got.
Will you need backup, or are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Can I also go up to Khaleesi and heal her, please?
Yes, you may.
With cure wounds.
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
You are not welcome here, Crow.
So you know my order.
Our realm knows your order and knows what you do. No harm shall come to any of my family. Do you understand?
And as you sit there, Scarlet, you turn around and you see for the first time Thea take her arm behind, bring it forward, pull her other end out, and pull back. And you see a bow appear and an arrow loose. It goes towards Gallicus. Gallicus, your armor level is a 12. She rolled a 13. She releases a bombardment of 3 arrows at you.
I follow up with that attack with an unarmed strike, but to possibly stun.
Yeah, here in just a second. At this arrow, these 3 arrows all of a sudden come straight at you, and they're celestial arrows, and they push you back into the hallway, and you take 8 damage. Axros, before you're able to move, all of a sudden, you see Gallicus disappear before your eyes. Gallicus, where are you going? Where's your location and where you want to head to?
The outskirts of the city.
Okay, the outskirts of the city. Okay, so you go and run out to the outskirts of the city, bleeding. You come to another crow member or a crow, who takes you and they take you into a location to heal you. Axros.
Oh, okay.
I would retrieve Thea and then.
Yeah,
go
I
back
was
to
gonna
the
say.
group.
Yes, you can. Scarlet. With that, you can do that particular thing. However, because of the fact that Thea shot, were you trying to time it with Thea?
Yeah, like kind of doing it right after, yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay.
Or is it just roll the hit? Is it it's a DC saving, correct?
It says Dex 15.
Okay. So dexterity check?
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to roll a dex check for me. You're fine. You're fine. Go ahead and leave it. I need you to roll a dex check for me, Galkus.
21.
He passes.
Can I, as
So
a bonus action, try again because of the movement of it. Or
sure.
no, or because it missed.
So you want to do like a duel kind of thing? You throw one, then you throw another.
Yes.
Same time. Go ahead. So go ahead and do another dex save.
Do I do another damage or?
Yeah, go ahead and roll again because the first one didn't take it. Galkus, I need you to roll another dex save. Okay, he both passes. Scarlet, you are just so, you feel betrayed. You feel you feel like things have started to repeat itself again. You see Khaleesi on the ground. You see Arya in tears as she is now screaming and crying after she just saw and heard her brother for the first time in who knows how many years. Thea.
At this point.
Thea is Axros. You run up as Thea comes down, exhausted and tired.
I'm still in the Shadow Tiger form, or am I back to
I was just.
Yes, but you're trying to time it to catching her as she comes down on your back.
Yep.
And you time it. I need you to roll athletics check for me. Go ahead and roll with advantage because you're able to have more coverage. Okay.
I rolled a 9.
So you try to catch her before she gets onto the ground. She's not able to get to the ground. So, you try to kind of use your head a little bit to kind of get her over your shoulders. You finally do so after some time. And you see Scarlet, Thea on back of Axros coming through to your where you guys are kept at. As he kind of slowly puts her down on the ground and starts to lick her, trying to wake her up. What do you do?
I hope you didn't. Axros, I hope you didn't mind that I did that out of a whim.
No problem.
I know
If
you
that's
said
the
you've
story.
always wanted to.
Yeah. Shadow Tiger would be awesome.
I know you said I couldn't find one, so I thought I'd turn you into one instead.
All the better. But now he's on the loose.
Yes.
His
we
blood
may.
trail's still fresh. Can I send some scouts to go check it out, but make sure they still stay like covert and still hidden, just to figure out his location?
That would be a beautiful idea, Axros. You have full permission to do that. Whatever it may be, whatever the extremes we need to go to make sure that Gallicus does not
To the borders
defeat
of
us in any
Scorpio.
way. Yes, definitely. You have full permission to do whatever you choose. Whatever your guild ways are, you have full permission.
Just snap my fingers to summon the elite of the
Okay.
scouts that we have.
You do that.
Just summon
The
us.
guards come forward. The elites come forward to your location. Bow. As this is going on, Scarlet, you are all of a sudden seeing Thea turn her head towards you. And she turns her head towards you, and you see blue eyes straight at you.
Oh, my Thois. I hope I didn't disappoint you with this. I tried to defend our family. I hope I did okay for you.
You see Thea slowly move her hand up to your cheek. The same way that Thois did it. and start to wipe away a tear. And pretty soon you see the blue dissipate from her eyes, and her hand go to the side.
Why does everybody betray me? I don't
We'll
understand
just
what
talk
I've
to
done
Highness.
wrong. I'm sorry, Axros, can you repeat that?
But enough of this talk right now, Highness. We may be
Yes,
still on the throne. Let's change locations. I might have to hire some constructors to fix some of the guild hall, as it looks a little bit somewhat damaged.
I apologize for
Let's
that.
fix it. It's not
We
your
can
fault,
pay
Your
for
Highness.
it.
That's fine.
From within the halls of where you are, you hear echoing through the halls these simple words, and that is all. Galacus, go ahead.
You think you can hide from us? We are always watching.
Great, now we got 2 threats.
It's fine.
I
He's not the
agree.
only one that has eyes all over.
That is very true. We should go back to the castle. Would that be a safe spot to go, Axros? Or would that be too obvious?
You know what? Let's go back to the castle. I'm with you. So I will make sure to keep the guards posted on what's happening. Until then, we may have to put you under a heavy guard watch. You, Arya, and Thea as well. Your movements may be a little bit restricted. You will not leave anywhere without escort of at least 5 people. Draxler should be always there around, no matter where you guys go. Never try to go anywhere by yourself, because at this point I don't know what other threats could be coming along. As Lord Thoris has mentioned, the Crow. I'm gonna have to do some research and look into that guild as well.
You
For now.
have history background to a certain point, Axros. As a guild member of this order, you have background on it. Now, Draxus would have quite a bit of information. Your guild is known as the Sacred Order, and it's been known to have protecting. It's known to be protective, like a protective agency, like a secret order, like a sacred, like the Secret Service kind of thing. That is kind of like
I
your
gotcha.
style. So you have background to a certain point.
To a certain point.
To a certain
Which
point.
is what I'm saying. Yeah, no,
Correct.
That's why I said I need more research, because I'm trying to get them more nooks and crannies.
Correct.
Get more understanding, piece things together. But let's save this talk for later. Let's get to the castle.
You all get to the castle. Yeah, you all go to the castle. Galacus, you are currently in the care of another Crow member, and are being taken care of. In the castle, we come to the castle. Scarlet, you and Thea and Arya are in a room together. Yeah, we're gonna go to here. We're gonna go. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo. I gotta find it. Hold on. Right, Brack. I forgot. I don't have this map. It's on my other campaign. I couldn't find it. Yeah, it's on my other campaign sheet. You are. Hold on. Here it is. Not that one. Where is it at? Here we go. Here. I want this one. Scarlet, does this look kind of familiar?
Too many memories on this one.
Moonbeam!
The moonbeam.
Yeah.
the
Moonbeam!
proposal,
Moonbeam!
and the proposal. Oh yeah.
Good memories,
Are there
good
any-
times.
Are there any guards posted outside that I can talk
Yes, there are guards posted right now.
to? I've requested to talk to the guards and inform them of the situation.
Okay. Khaleesi, Arya, Thea, and Scarlet are in here. Right here. At this particular point, I don't want that one. I want this one. Hee 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 hee. All right, at this point, you guys can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so at this point, you are back in your room. Arya is crying. Thea is laying on the bed. Khaleesi is currently sitting next to the bed.
May I change it a little bit where Khaleesi is on top of the bed beside.
Absolutely, if that's what you want to do,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
absolutely
just
that's
to
fine.
comfort
Go ahead.
her. Yeah, just to comfort her because of, Thois and everything with the energy, just to keep her safe. And
Right,
I,
yeah.
walk up to Arya if possible.
Yeah, go
Unless
ahead.
we have something else first.
Well,
Arya.
as you guys leave, as you're in this room, Axros, you go back towards town, and there's a report of another guard of your guild that's been killed. So now it seems like it's a war or a battle between your order and this other order now. So I just want to kind of give that to you a little bit, okay? Yes. So Scarlet, go ahead.
Arya, I understand why you're crying. Is it because you heard Thois?
I never got to say goodbye. Or hello.
I know. It's hard. I can't even hold him like I used to. As long as these guards let us see the statue, that's all I care about. But I have a feeling we may not have to be able to do that. Probably not the wisest thing to do.
At this particular time, while this conversation is going, you see a bright light standing on the balcony in wolf form, a spirit form, not a like an actual form like before, but in a spiritual light form, a very similar to what, Scarlet? Your spirit walk. You see that same wolf out on the balcony.
Arya, look. Look, it's Thois. That's him in his wolf form.
He
I would
moves.
also like to, if possible, can I transform into a wolf as well after
You may.
Arya? Thank you.
You may. You transform into your wolf form. Thea kind of looks over and sees you and Thois, or this other wolf. She doesn't know it's Thois, but this other wolf. It kind of like hides behind you a little bit.
It's okay. It's okay, Thea. Remember how Mommy can turn into a wolf? Your dad can too. And you'll be able to one day do it. Remember how I taught you? Remember I taught you if you want to introduce yourself to an animal, what you do. You could put your hand out if you'd like. Don't worry. The wolf won't do anything. I promise.
She
I'll try.
He comes up and sits in the doorway. Arya stands in disbelief
Khaleesi bolts up to him and sniffs.
See, Thea, look. Look at Khaleesi. Khaleesi's happy. She's wagging her tail. It's okay. You can go ahead. Put your hand out. Don't be afraid.
He moves forward. Voice approaches Thea. And rests his head in the palm of her hand. For the first time ever, Voice has been able to touch in spiritual form, not physical form, but touch his daughter for the first time.
I go up to Thois as well and comfort him and give him some licks.
Okay.
And some cuddles.
Voice kind of wraps his head around your neck. Arya approaches slowly behind you and Thea. And just stares.
Arya, it's okay. It's your brother. He's been the person that helped me this entire time and saved me. It's okay, Arya.
Voice kind of pushes through a little bit. Arya kneels down. Voice. She embraces him. She says, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Thea kind of has a confused look on her face, a little bit. Not entirely sure what's going on, but is polite to stay quiet. Voice does something else special for you, Scarlet. He looks at you in the same way that he grinned and smiled at you when you were stuck in the void. Tilts his head towards you and does that look. Looks up at Arya. Looks at Thea. And with the help of her father, Thea is turned into a wolf pup.
Oh, Thois. You do so much for me. And now, daughter.
You watch Thea and she's like trying to like do that like difficult standing up and kind of like walking thing and falling down all the time. And you see Thoy's kind of putting his nose behind trying to help her stay up.
That's happening. Did you check your blood?
Yes, I did. We're gonna get to that in just a second. So
Bet.
we're gonna finish this part and then we'll switch over to that one, okay? What do you do, Scarlet?
Oh, Thea, you'll get used to it. We'll practice, my love. I hope you'll be back soon. Because I've got a very important question. 2 questions now, actually, that I'd like to ask you. When you're ready to come back.
He kind of looks back at Khaleesi. Nods. Khaleesi kind of looks at him, shakes her head, walks up, kind of helps Thea along, and Arya over to the other side of the room. Lois looks at you and turns and sits on the balcony.
So he's sitting on the balcony?
He's sitting right there. See on the balcony on the map?
Yeah.
Right there. He's sitting right there.
Okay, I'll go up to him and sit with him.
Okay.
I'm scared without you. Now we've got another threat with us like you saw. Are you aware?
I know, my love. I know. And I'm sorry I did not come back sooner.
No, my love, don't worry about that. For somebody that says they want to rest, you're clearly not doing that.
I made a promise. You.
He turns around and looks at Thea, still struggling with Khaleesi trying to help her on the floor. Kind of smiles.
We'll work on it. I promise. She'll be walking the next time you see her.
I made a promise to you. And to her.
Sorry, can you repeat that first bit? I apologize.
I made a promise to you. And to her. To keep you safe. And I've failed to do that.
No, you haven't failed. Stop saying that. I defended myself pretty well. At least I hope I did. But I will admit, I definitely missed that pose of you with the arrows that you shot at Gallicus. I guess I'll need to teach my daughter that next.
He looks back.
Or get maybe someone else to. 'Cause she can't.
I think it's within her blood. She's gonna have any problems.
If only I could somehow get you to watch her get its single middle target every time. I wonder whose fault that is.
I know. But on a more serious matter, my dear, the crows are not one to be messed with. They are assassins. They kill. They hunt in the night. They hunt in the shadows.
I see.
That's why I failed. You're not safe.
Royce, you didn't fail. You didn't fail me. I'm still walking, aren't I? Listen, do you suggest then I take care of Madrir and cautiously be aware of what they are doing?
He kind of looks at you and looks at the moon.
Now, I can focus on Madrir. Focus on his location. You must see to the closer home threat.
Do that, my love. I'll let everybody else know.
That I'm safe.
It is.
Please.
Don't worry. We have an emergency area. We'll go there. Don't worry. I can't even go to Duskfall. He probably knows that already. But I will say this though to you, my love. Gallicus has a curse on him. He's part blue dragon.
Kind of looks at you as you explain this, intrigued.
I'm concerned also for Echo's life as well. And the Dragonborns in her land as well. I haven't told anybody else this yet because I wanted him to trust me. But then I found out what he lied to me about. So, I will also tell Axros as well when I get the chance. Everybody else needs to know as well. Draxus also was suspicious of his antics as well. I'll let everybody know about him.
As you do this, he kind of stops you and kind of looks at you. Uses his nose.
Worry too much. You must let others grow. This is not your... I am not disagreeing with you, my love. I'm talking about making sure that the others are able to learn. Give them the opportunity to develop, learn, lead. You can't do this on your own. I know you're strong. I know you're a strong, independent person. I know you are, sweetheart, but only together will you succeed.
Also, if I may also let you know, Echo and I also are going to try with my elvish background, and maybe even Axros might be able to give us some insight, but Echo found out how to get rid of the mark that we have. And we're going to try to see if we can also get rid of it as well.
That is wonderful news. For now, let us not stress the events of the evening.
And he winks and he jumps down and looks back and runs towards a fenced area where there's kind of like a forest, but there's like a wall, you know, surrounding it. It's like a castle garden kind of thing. He kind of looks back at you and winks and runs towards the garden.
I put my two front paws off on my hind legs and wag my tail and give him a wink back. And then I walk back with everyone else and try my best to help Thea walk like a wolf.
That's not what I wanted her to do. I was right there. I was hoping she was gonna do it. Okay. Thea slowly moves back to, transforms back to her human form, and runs out to the balcony. And from the distance, you hear the distant howl of a wolf.
It's your dad, Thea. Remember how I told you that our order has wolves? Your dad was one of them. And I had no idea till recently he can. We'll practice on your wolf form, if you'd like to try more.
She kind of looks at you, the grin on her face.
Please, Mommy, I want to be like Daddy. I want to be like Daddy, please. Okay, we'll work on it in the morning. Let's have some sleep. I'm gonna go check on Arya before we go to bed. But you can sleep in Mom's bed as well, if you'd like some company. Can you tell me a bedtime story about the wolves, please? Please, Mommy. Please. Alright, because you said please. And then she sends him off into the bedroom and
Okay. At this
checks
point,
on Arya.
okay. So Arya is and you have a conversation after the bedtime story, and you know she's just trying to get her eyes like understanding everything that's going on. A lot has happened in the last
hour and a half for her. You know what I mean? So it's a lot
Yeah.
for her. We're going to switch gears over to Mr. Axros. And Mr. Axros, we were going to switch over to the town town section. We're going to use this one for right now. This is within the town. You are wanting to, just to make sure I understand, you are wanting to report talking about a guild member, and if there's not, summon him and hand his parchment. So go ahead and we're gonna put you right here, and go ahead and do what you are wanting to do.
I'm looking at the news, looking at the billboard. I see that there's another report of the guard dying. One of our own. I take it in.
One more time. What are you doing?
So I'm looking at the bulletin board of the report that's saying
Okay.
of the nearest guard that died, sighing, wishing him well on his way up, and then I do a little low-key calling that resembles an animal, and have a guild member summoned up.
Okay.
I talk to him for a bit and hand him a parchment.
Okay.
Let him know.
Well, as you hand this parchment, you hear the distant howl of a wolf in the background. And you know who that is.
I nod in acknowledgement, and then I focus on the guild member.
Right. Right. I'm just saying that
Just
you,
delivered. Yep.
right. But you've heard this wolf sound and you know who that is. So you return back, you kind of do a little bit of a grin. You kind of go back to the guild member. And what were you wanting to do with the guild member?
I hand him this parchment paper.
Okay.
And I tell him, let all the guild masters inside the guild know a lot of things are going to need to be changed. Hell Week is going to start. We're having no breaks. We cannot be as lax as we were. It pains me to do this, but I may have to summon a meeting between all the guild masters. God damn, I don't want to see these old fucks again. We do what we must. While this happens,
As this
we have to make sure
as this is happening, Draxus kind of walks behind you with a cane.
Praxis, what brings you here, sir?
You're doing well, Axros. Very well.
Thank you, sir. Thank
What,
you, sir.
what have you found out, Axros?
Another
Please
one of
tell
our
me
guards.
it's good news.
Nothing but that, sir. Looks like one of our other guards have died. We're gonna have to summon a meeting between all the guild masters that are available between the different continents. We want to know what's going on. As well, since our guild hall has been compromised, we might have to order for some reconstruction and altercation of not only location, but how our guild hall always looks. I suggest that for every guild hall, just in case.
We have an idea of. Is this gonna be the same person that we think it is?
Yep.
Where's Scarlet?
They should be resting in the castle. I've assigned them some guards. I'm about to be on my way once I'm done giving this parchment to our guildmate here. Or I could just hand this to you, sir. I trust
Very,
it to be
very
safe
good.
in your hands.
Very good.
I hand Draxus the parchment.
You hand him the parchment.
Do you mind if I take some of the guards with me? I don't think I should be walking back by myself.
Oh, of course. I summon a couple more extra elite guards. Like the ones that stay in the shadows.
Okay.
I have stealthy guards for you, sir. They will always be watching you.
I appreciate it.
No problem, sir.
He kind of
May you have a nice day.
he kind of brings you down to his level. He kind of signals you to come down to his level. You take a knee, and as you
Yes,
as he does this, he embraces you and just says,
Keep a close eye on them. All I've got left.
I understand, sir. Don't worry. I know how it feels when you have something to protect, but you have nothing to do for them. Don't worry. I'll do my utmost best to protect the Highness and the Princess.
As you pull away, you see tears from his eyes. And he says, "Please, there's just one thing that I ask. That is
Give me
it.
your orders, sir.
I'm asking
Give me
this
your orders.
as a favor. Please keep them safe."
Try my best, sir.
You see that he's tired, weak, but also restless at the same time.
Crack a little joke, Draxus. I'm like, come on, old man. Don't go senile on me now. We still need you.
He kind of looks up at you and he goes, "Now, I need you, Axros.
Good, sir.
You're leading from the front. Axros, the signs of a true leader. Make them proud."
I'll do what I can. Of course, sir. I'll do what I can.
Right. Now, I must rest. Rest sounds really good right now.
Yes.
He
Please,
turns.
Get some good rest.
He kind of walks away. Guards in the shadows close by.
I'll head back to the castle, like right outside the porch. I'll just jump up on top, and
Okay.
from there, I'll just play the flute just to make sure. And
Okay.
I'm probably not going to sleep either.
Okay.
Mr. Gallicus, we are turning to you, sir. Are you ready?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Did you read the message?
Oh, I did. You sneaky little person. We'll talk about that one. We will talk about that one. We could probably make that work. Actually, you know what?
Shall we? Well,
Yeah.
the voice thing. The
You know
voice
what?
thing.
You know what? Yeah. We're gonna do that.
Wait, can I send you another message?
Do it. Go ahead.
Okay. This may be something. Okay.
Curly's gonna hate me for this.
I already do.
Curly's gonna hate me for this.
I already do.
Wow, rude.
She's only speaking fast, bro.
Although I can hear the typing.
Sorry. Sorry. It's intense. I'm sorry.
Not my fault. Not my fault. You got poopy wisdom.
You know what? I cry about this every day with bullets.
Yes, he does.
And if it's not that way, she still trumps you in charisma. So
He trumps me at everything, so don't even. I can't get by anything with him.
oh, I'm
Okay,
talking about Scarlet. I'm not
but-
talking about those or bullets.
All
I'm
right.
talking about bullets.
So, as you're sitting on the porch, Mr. Axros, you're sitting on the porch outside of Scarlet's room, right?
Yep.
Okay. You both hear something. Okay.
Great.
Uh-huh.
Great.
You hear in the distance the bells toll, screaming, and from the shadows you hear the voice.
So much for the old man.
God damn it. Once I hear that, I jump off and try to figure out Traxxas's trail. and get to him as fast as I can.
Scarlet, you all of a sudden see Arya go, no, and jump and bolt out. What do you do?
Tricky.
The tension's rough.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Nah, don't say that. Might as well just tag along just to be safe, I guess. Shit.
That's what I'm thinking of, but the problem is there's Thea by herself. That's the
Bring
problem.
Thea with you. Fuck it. Fuck it, just bring Thea along. Fuck it. Don't forget what I told you.
Yep. Exactly what Axro said. I will wake up Thea, follow Arya,
Make sure you take the guards with you too.
and the guards
Yeah.
with us as well.
Outs.
I also
Go ahead.
explain about Gallicus and his curse to all the guards that are with me, so they're very aware of it.
Okay.
And follow Arya. And tell Arya too.
Okay. So at this point, you guys all come to a point. Now, Galcus, you are from a distance from a distance too, but you see this, okay? You do see this, but you're from a distance. Okay? Okay. Galcus?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. There's no
Sorry.
response, so
I just switched the voice.
that's fine. All right. Axeros.
Yep.
Arya is me following behind suit. Here. Thea. Charlotte. Eh. I need Worf. Actually, we're gonna use that one. All right. And then I need at this point the area is locked down. Axros, your elite guards have locked down the perimeter, locked down the area. Right now, you see back here and over here, this one here,
Okay.
and this one here
Right.
are dead.
I let out a slight curse. They were
Huh?
really I curse under my breath.
Okay. At this point, you have guards all around you. They've essentially locked this area down to a T, like to a T. They're all guards, by the way. You can probably tell because I actually
Okay.
have an
Wait,
actual.
Wait, I can't see what you're actually doing.
It's because I don't think I switched it yet.
Oh, okay.
Hold on a second. Yeah, I haven't switched it yet. So just give me a second. I just realized that. So the ones that are closest to you, Axros, those are the ones that are currently down. Okay.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Scarlet, Arya, and Draxus and because you're over here in the shadows. All right. So the purple and blue one that are directly behind you, Axros, are currently down.
Okay.
Okay. You guys come up to this.
So just to confirm, Draxus is still alive, right? Or is he
Draxus
dead?
is down.
Okay, he's
Is
down.
barely breathing.
I tell the guard to summon a medic. Pronto, quick. This man cannot die.
If need be, Axros, I can heal him for the time being.
Please do. I also told the good member. Did he lose any documentation, or is that parchment still there?
That parchment is gone.
Damn it. They know of our plans. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter. That's fine.
What plans? If I'm
Yes,
allowed to
by
leave
the way.
Axros?
Yes, Scarlet.
Sweet.
Luckily, there's not much other than reconstruction and having a guild meeting, but luckily the dates and nothing has been divulged yet, so that should be safe.
If need be, Axros, could we maybe change tactics to confuse our enemies?
That's what the guild is for. We're going to have to. And can I just try to roll to make sure that that there's no one in the near vicinity?
Yeah.
Can I follow
Perception.
suit if possible?
Yes. Glacus, I need you to roll stealth
You
for
want
me.
to roll twice since it's dark? Or do you want me to roll with disadvantage? Or should I roll with advantage since it's dark?
Roll disadvantage because it's dark.
17.
Disadvantage
Wait,
'cause it's dark?
disadvantage,
Wouldn't it-
it's not dark.
Disadvantage is daylight. I have advantage
Yeah.
at night.
Oh, then yeah, you have advantage. Then it's advantage.
Do I have
Well,
advantage since
16.
I'm
Yes.
in the shadow?
Yes.
I have 16.
Wait, was that yes?
Was
or
that your
no?
second roll?
That was a second roll, yes.
Okay. Galacus, you have additional rolling advantage.
Oh, okay, so I can roll again. Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Just another thought. Would I
Oh, shit.
would I
23.
potentially hold on? Would I
God
potentially
damn.
get advantage too because of my dark vision or no? It's not as far as Axros's. I'm just asking.
Yeah. I mean, you can.
Uh,
I'll allow it. Go ahead. That's fine.
We're doing perception, right?
No. Yeah. Perception. Sorry.
Perception.
Okay, never mind. I was just asking out of curiosity.
You hear in the distance Axros crows. And you see from a rooftop across the way, far away. You don't know who it is, but you see a figure in a crow distance. As he stands up, looks down at you, and turns and walks away.
I call out to him. I'll see you on the battlefield. And leave it at
Drax.
that.
Draxus is laying on the ground, bleeding.
Axros, do you by any chance have anything that we can use for stitching on you? Because I could stitch up his wounds.
Check.
No response. No response from him. He's
No
unconscious.
response.
He's unconscious.
Well, I did try to heal him, but I don't.
Go ahead and you're doing a healing hands thing, or what are you doing?
I think
Yeah,
she's going for healing hands.
I don't have healing hands.
Let's see, what spell slots do you have that you can use?
I mean, I have cure wounds, but I already
That-
technically used it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you already used it. Was that first or second level?
Guards.
I did it first level because it's blue
First level.
eyes.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I did it first level. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be first level.
Because you only have
I have healing word, but that's a bonus action.
right, but you have used 1, 2. You can use healing
I've only used
words.
Yeah, but healing word
First
is,
level.
Yeah, but that's a bonus action though.
That's true.
So that's why I was thinking.
Have you used cure wounds already? Oh, you already did. Yeah, that's right.
I did when
Yeah.
I healed Khaleesi. So I'm thinking lesser restoration wouldn't work. No. Not in
No,
that
it
scenario.
won't work. No, it won't work.
So that's why I was thinking more of like a medical like stitches check.
Do a medical check for me.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's why I was asking him. Do you have anything that I can use for stitching?
Yeah. Go
While
ahead
that
and
goes on, I'm yelling at the guards. I was like, get the medic here, someone. I'm like, not getting angry, but I'm just like holding
Yeah,
in
I'm
my
gonna
frustration.
roll anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
So
Go
we got a
ahead. 15.
15. Yeah, it's a plus.
You kind of start moving around. You also kind of wakes up a little bit. He kind of looks at you.
Thank goodness.
He looks down on the ground. He looks down below him. Oh. It's come to this finally.
Damn it, old man, don't talk like that. You got some life in you.
Yeah. Besides, I stitched you up. We couldn't find any stitches, so I just ripped off some parchment of clothing. Please.
They have the information, Draxus. Please tell me.
We were attacked. The shadows came around. Came around. All of a sudden, felt a sharp pain.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if he got hit with any like magical or dark magic like Madrir did? Any chance?
Yeah, you can.
Sweet. Well,
You were trying to see if it was related to Madrid, right?
yeah, just in general, if it was anything magic, like with the attack that potentially got him down. Any magic? Or was it a regular?
No, it was a regular attack.
Okay.
But you do hear from the shadows this. Go ahead.
You think you're safe. Your guards will keep dying each night. I start with 1 on 1. I will keep going. If you do not give me Arya, I will
Hey, y'all.
get the person closest to you.
And pretty soon at this point, you see Thea just cling to Arya behind Scarlet. Thea clinging to her leg. Arya trying to cover her, protect her, looking around.
I signal the guards to circle around Arya, Thea, and Scarlet. And then I yawn in plain mockery of Gallicus. If you're such a man, fight me right now, out on the open. Don't be a coward.
And you hear in response,
You'll fight me.
Of
But
course.
let's make it more fun.
You get enjoyment out of this.
My dear, my master, join.
Interesting. So you're more of the playful type, eh? I'm not really fun for really sick, cruel jokes. If you're really joking, I mean, I guess you're a coward, but you gotta rely on your master to fight your fights for you, eh?
My fight has already begun. As you see, there's one place that's not guarded. The Queen may know of it.
I'll look at Scarlet to see if I can figure out if she knows anything of what he is saying.
Help.
so there is one place you think back very, very closely about the history background of two particular things. As soon as I say it, you're gonna know exactly what it is. Blue
I'd
dragons.
like to make a guess.
And go ahead.
Oh,
I was gonna guess like the only two places that are not protected is one is typically the castle, or it's gonna be Dustfall.
However, it's not. Scarlet knows very closely. As soon as he says this, there's one thing that she remembers from the background.
Axros.
Yellow dragons and blue dragons.
Axros, I was trying to tell you. I was going to tell you when I ran up. So, Gallicus. He's a blue dragon. He's gonna go after Echo. They don't get along with gold dragons.
He's a blue dragon, eh?
Yeah, he's not a full dragon yet, but he does have scales. He's been cursed with it.
Situation's not looking good.
No. And we've also got Madrid on top of that.
Is he still like that far away, Bullets? Or
He's far away.
okay.
But he turned and walked away, remember?
Yeah. I was making sure like he didn't stay back and just like moved a little bit further out of reach. So he's like completely gone.
So
Also, Axros, as another note.
Yes, Your
I'd
Highness.
also like to mention Thois is checking in on Madrid's location as well when he came to us in his wolf spirit form.
I know.
Um,
I heard him howling just a moment ago.
Yes. I'd also like to note that Thea also can do it now. She just might stumble a little bit. So if you see two wolves in the room tomorrow.
Congratulations, Princess.
Yes.
you
Her father granted her the druid power.
while you're thinking of this, you see Thea just clinging to Arya's leg. Arya just trying to protect her with a worried look on her face as these guards are encircling her.
How long till the medic arrives?
Medic
Give me
arrives.
that bloody update.
Yeah, the medic arrives. The medic is here. He comes forward. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Ooh. Oh, that's deep.
Doesn't matter how deep it is he able to live?
He gives no response. And all of a sudden, she looks down, closes her eyes, takes her hand, and closes Praxis's eyelids and crosses his arms.
It's the way.
I'm so sorry. She gets up, backs away slowly. Actros, you and Scarlet both see Draxus there. A man who has trained both of you in so many ways than others. So many ways than anything. Scarlet, you think back of how Thois learned and where he learned. What do you want to do? You want to do what you wanted to do?
Wait, which?
In regards to what you sent.
Oh, no, I was like, so what I'll do is
This one right here. That's what you asked.
oh, that, yeah. Axros, I don't mean to, sound disrespectful when I say this, but if you'd like, I think your guild should be trained in the way of Thois and his ways and methods.
I don't take any disrespect that, Your Highness. That was the plan. But this is going to be a long night of work.
May
Damn
I,
it, old man. Why'd you have
may
to
I-
pass away now? I'm sorry, Your
he's-
Highness. I
oh,
feel
so I guess my stitching didn't work?
Is he still alive or is he dead? First.
No, you stitched him, but he lost too much blood.
Okay.
Oh, is he still holding on or is he?
No, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
God damn it, old man. One hell of a way to leave. Failed you, Draxus.
Wasn't there either. He's gonna lose it if he finds out. He raised him. If it's all due respect, Axros,
Yes, Your Highness.
may we bury him in Duskfall, right beside Thois? Or is it a bad time right now?
Bad time right now. We can try to burn him and save his ashes whenever we get the chance. We may bury his ashes right next to Thois. But for right now, not much can be said, especially with the security of the country for right now.
I understand. We will burn his body and I will do a druidic prayer. And we'll tell everybody else as well. I know Echo will want to join in on this. At least for a druidic prayer if she'd like.
Ground all the guards.
If I may ask as well, what about Rayla, Eris, Echo?
They are currently on the way to your location right now. So they're coming to where you are. They were summoned by the guards to come to here.
Round up all the guards, and then we meet them halfway and tell them to head back.
Yes.
There's a lot of work to be done.
We need to be safe all in one room or a spot.
As this happens, you see a celestial entity present in a wolf.
See him?
Scarlet does. You don't quite see him yet
Okay.
because he's behind you. Jump down. The guards all of a sudden turn quickly, presenting their spears as they move Arya and Thea closer to the circle. Axos, you turn behind you and you see a wolf in spiritual form, a spiritual light entity.
I bow down and say,
Scarlet, you also
"Your
see
Highness
this.
has arrived."
Put your weapons down, guild members. I
The
love
respects to this.
give him space, please.
He moves forward closer.
Oh, my love. Crows did it.
He whimpers. He whimpers as he comes and lays next to the body. Rests his head on top of Draxus. On his chest.
And His Highness is in
Anyway.
to save him.
I tried. And wasn't good enough for this.
He moves over and he embraces you. And he licks your face.
I need you to come back.
Axros, you remember a particular thing a long time ago when you first met Thrice. The way that you were taught by Axros or by Draxus, in the ways of everything. You remember the abilities of celestial beings, of what they can do, and how they can have the ability to be able to bring the spirit to rest, to peace. That's essentially a way to end the suffering. Lois looks.
To Thois and Arya as well. And I speak in a celestial.
Okay.
Isn't there a way to put Draxus' soul at ease?
Lois looks at you and he nods. Scarlet, you see him do this. From the distance, you hear in the shadows again.
Are you willing to risk your own lives? I have already killed some of you. I have gotten past your elite shadow guard. Do you fully trust the safety in your own walls?
I can't.
In response to that banter to my own soldiers, if any of you are tempted, then please slit your own throats. We don't accept weaklings in the guild. For any one of those that died, they were just weak. you really are worried about your safety, then begin to train, become stronger. If this shakes you just even a tiny bit of hesitation of where your loyalty lies, let me know now. I'm willing to end your life peacefully. Think of it. What's worse, being enslaved and being tortured just begging for life, or dying gloriously at the front of battle with your comrades right next to you? It's your choice, guards.
I don't know what to do anymore.
Voice all of a sudden speaks to you speaks only to you. Only to you. So just keep that in mind, everyone. This is directly to
Meaning he likes Scarlet, or
only
Yeah,
the
it's
Scarlet.
just-
Only Scarlet hears this. No one else can hear this, okay? It's only specifically to her and to her alone. You hear in the shadows something very familiar that you've heard to put your mind at ease, to know that to not be afraid, to not fear, to trust those close to your heart.
I pray with my hands as well as my voice. My offering is poured on earth and fire. May the kindreds hear your words in my heart. For this, my prayer is offered unto their ears. Ancestors who stand beside me and sing, I hear your song, I remember your life. Nature spirits of many strange eyes, I see your place, and in the world and revel. Gods and goddesses of deep and high realms, I know your works and your days, and keep them close. May your joyful prayers never become voiceless. May your offerings made always be received. May the heavens shine down upon her, and may the cosmos realms remain beautiful. All these things ever be so, kindreds. May all these things ever be so.
And he embraces you more closer.
It may be hard for us to go to your statue now, my love.
Do not fret. Do not fret, my dear. Do not fret. Keep our daughter safe. Be strong. Be strong.
I will for our daughter. I will give up my life if I need to join you in the celestial realm. I will do so. Anything. I'll do anything for her.
He kisses you on the nose with this, as he licks you. With his, since he's in his wolf form. He turns to you, Axros, nods.
Your Highness.
He only speaks to you now, Axros, just to you.
Axros, as the highest ranking member in this guild, I now announce you as the new guild master. Preserve, defend, and protect those those in this guild and who are they are destined to protect. And if so be it, lay down your life.
As per your order, Your Highness.
The part at the end where he says, "You are now the new guild master," Scarlet, you hear this. And as he says, to protect those that they are destined to protect, he looks to you, Scarlet.
I will keep an eye as best as I can.
Killed Your Highness. I'll try my best.
He looks-
Also a target.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Echo's also a target, Thwaice. He's a blue dragon. She's a gold dragon.
We will make sure to preserve, defend this order.
Understood, Your Highness.
We'll also, when we get the chance, we'll burn Draxus's body and
He kind of nods.
bury him beside you.
He walks over to Draxus.
Please protect his soul.
He puts his head down to Draxus. See him close his eyes. And you see a bright light start to emanate from Draxus's body. As you see a spiritual cloud immerse. Now, Scarlet, as a child, there was one entity that you remembered. You remember, I said a long time ago, I'm saying if you remember, there's an entity that I saw that said that you saw as a child. That was very magnificent. It was clear back at like, I think the first or second, I think it was the second or third one. Do you remember?
Was it her
It was an animal. It was an animal that you saw.
wolves?
It was a deer.
Okay.
Remember? It was like a deer with a stag, essentially. That you saw growing up.
Oh.
Remember?
That's coming back to me now. Yeah.
Okay. You remember the stag?
Yeah.
You see this cloud become that stag.
You were that deer that followed me.
Both Draxus and Thois begin to walk in the direction of where Thois came from. They both stop.
Another house for us.
They both stop and look at each other. And then look back at you, Scarlet. What do you do?
Safe, you two. I say to them, be safe, you two. Watch over us. And please come back to me, Thwaice. I'm nothing without you.
At this point, the both of them take off and jump over the barriers, jump over the fences, and run in the distance. And you see for the first time, Axros, this old man who wasn't able to move around freely and wasn't able to move around as much as he would like to. Finally, for the first time in a very, 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 very long time, be able to run. To run and be free.
Wear your life, old man. You deserve some rest. Hopefully, it's peace and quiet. May you not face any struggles.
He has done lots for Thwaice and I.
As well. Now, I draw my attention to the guards, and I pull out my sickle. Who are you? Where does your loyalty stand? With the guild? With the queen? Or any of you shaking in your steps, and is your loyalty wavering? You want to be cowards and fall for the
Yeah.
dark temptation for your life.
You hear in the distance as all of a sudden, all of them loudly, Scarlet. For you, this speaks volume. And you know that when they say this, you think of Thois. Arya finally makes it into the circle with you, with Thea. Thea runs up to you and embraces you. Concerned for your well-being and safety. Now being able to embrace you, she runs up and holds you. The order. Guardmans rally around the group. And as you say this word, these words, Axros, they say, for the order.
Bit louder. I can't hear you.
For the order. For the
Are we going to
Grandmaster.
back down? Are we going to back down?
No, sir.
We fight for what?
We fight for freedom, says one man. We fight for justice, says another man. We fight for the order, to preserve life, preserve our home.
Good. As soon as we get back, looks like we're not getting any rest, boys. Time to start training immediately. I should see you in exactly 2 hours from now at the guild hall. There's much work to be done.
Yes, sir.
Now, let us go back to the castle. We're gonna have to do a lot of work, boys. Let's go. And then we head off to the direction where Rayla,
Okay.
Arius, and Adult are.
Yep, and they're just now coming to this area where everyone is. So Echo, Jaren, Eris, and Rayla come around. Scarlet, you look down, you see Thea clinging to you, just looking straight into you. What do you want to do?
I cling to her back and I hold her. We're gonna be doing a lot of practicing, my dear, in your druid powers tomorrow. Let's get some rest and we'll go follow Uncle Axros to help you.
From
It's okay, now
a
we're safe.
hilltop, Arya, Axros, Scarlet, and Thea, you see a stag and a wolf light from the distance, looking over the town.
Nod slightly to pay my respects and continue moving forward.
Dearest Thea, we should do a quick prayer before we go. For Daddy and Grandpa. I
So
also
do want to go further. Just gonna make sure the perimeter is safe first.
yeah, actually very good point. Can I check if
Mhm.
it's safe first?
It's safe.
Okay.
It's safe.
Now my next thing is I do the Druidic prayer, the same one that you did with Toyce earlier, with her, with
Okay.
Thea. But at the during it, I also hold the stone that Toyce gave her as part of his spirit, as she's holding with using her prayer hands. And yeah,
You hear in your mind, in your heart,
I will always love you. Always.
from a distance, you hear a howl in the night sky.
Thea, you want to try and howl back at Daddy? I'll try, but I can't really walk well yet. It's okay, my love. Howling is a lot easier than you think. So, both possible transform into their
Okay.
wolf form, and they both howl back that voice.
As you do this, Thea goes into her celestial form and rises into the air with her wings spread out, bright, and yells,
I will always love you, brother. Always.
as you and Thea howl. You hear a howl back. And emerging from the hill again, a wolf, as it rears up and howls. And that is where we're going to end our spirit walk for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the content that we brought to you. And as always, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next episode. Make sure you check out our sponsors that we have for our Bullets 29 Gaming channel. Make sure that you show some love to our characters, show some love to the members of the cast, the members of the group. A lot of stuff has happened this episode. A lot of stuff is going to happen in the next episode on Tuesday. Make sure you tune in on Tuesday. There's going to be a ton of stuff happening, and I am super excited about it. I think it's going to go a lot better. Make sure you tune in. As always, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next episode, and enjoy the sending video. Have a good night, guys. All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're going to do a little bit of a recap. So we're going to get that set up and we'll see you in just a All right, that's what I wanted. There we go. That's the one I wanted. All right. So. All right. So. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, on the recap of today's Spirit Walk. And let me tell you, plot twist. Plot twist galore. So, we're going to go ahead and start with Mr. Mosh. Give us a little bit of a recap on what you thought today's stream was like. What happened? What are your thoughts? What are your concerns? What's going on in Axeros's mind right now?
Axeros has typically at least two things on his mind: protection of Arya, Scarlet, and Thea, as well as making sure now, like, ever since Galacus put out, try to instill fear in my own people, I have to make sure I put down the line of where they stand. Look, those that were claimed that were elite, and if they died to that, they are elite. They don't deserve the title of being elite. If we want to live and survive, do not cower in fear. We shall train like no other person has ever trained before. Get stronger. If you are scared, weak, aim to get stronger. We are no longer about to be left by blacks. So, Axos's mind, he's putting a full-on hellish training session 3 times every day.
So what kind of walk us through how you felt today's session went for your character?
Axos is probably just like, all right, things were going well, picking up certain things, especially like he has to know what's going on in his own territory. So it's just like trying to figure out the more mundane things of like, all right, he doesn't have time to be emotional. He can't let his emotions control him as much. So he's like, oh, it's all right. What's next? This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. All right, what is the solution? He's looking for solutions. So definitely, Axos has a lot on his plate, not only protecting the royal family and Arya, but as well as his own people from within the guild as well.
Yeah, and this is because of the promise that he made to Thois. Because of the royal family, because he made a promise to Thois too.
Protect
but-
and preserve the bloodline.
Yeah, protect and preserve the bloodline. That was just kind of his dying wish kind of thing for him. So yeah, that's quite a bit. Mr. Shadow. Mr. Shadow. Mr. Shadow. Let me just say, you and I did freaking phenomenal in planning this out. So
yeah.
just to kind of give people a rundown, I actually work with Shadow, and him and I were talking. I was thinking, like, when this happened, I was like, okay, I got to figure out something for him, figure out something different for him, unique for him. And I know I needed to have a new enemy. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. We're going to do it. The first time in DM history that I know of where the DM has a character that's being played by a player that's evil. I've never heard of it. I've never seen it happen before. It's definitely going to be something new to see how it works. It's going to take a lot of planning, but I think with him and I planning this together, I think we're going to I think it's going to work out great. But kind of give us a rundown of your character a little bit and how you felt today's session went, and what do we have in store for this lurky individual?
So, first off, when Bullets told me that I was going to be evil, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it was excitement. I don't know if it was what it was, but it was something different. I was like, since he's making me the new villain for this season, I gotta bring my all. Like, I gotta do something that makes it where it's intense for not even just the players, but also for the viewers. So that's when I asked him what he does for his voices, and he told me, and I was like, oh, I gotta find the proper voice for this. I gotta make sure. And I found it, and I think it played off so well. But like,
Obviously, it's going to take some tuning in and figuring
Yeah,
out some
tune
stuff
in,
too.
yeah.
So yeah,
but
so
I am definitely going to make the players more. What's the word I'm looking for?
stressed.
Yeah, more, definitely. I'm gonna make
Definitely going to be a worthy adversary.
Yeah, more stress, and I am gonna have to say, I did give the idea to Bullets about Draxus.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
give him that idea. And when he saw that idea, he was like, I heard it in his voice during that session. He was like, "Oh, you're so mean."
Yeah.
You know, the
He's
funny
not
part
gonna
is-
like you.
The funny part is, the worst part that my character and I did, and I went against my own judgment on this. As Draxus was talking, I'm like, he's sounding like he's about to spit his final words. I'm
I
like, nah.
gave you a hint, and you just
You
completely. I gave you the biggest hint, and I'm just
You
like,
gave me the biggest hint, but I'm like, well, let's see. How do I do this? Do I want to make this interesting and keep going, or should I just let it play out? I'm like, you know what? Let it play out. It's gonna be more fun that way. So I'm like,
Yeah.
sorry, old man. I have to let you go.
So wait, he finished him off? What?
Galacus finished him off.
Galacus finished him off.
I finished him off
Oh.
getting passed by the elite guards. So basically, you know how I told you that I trained in the ways of Thois?
Mm-hmm.
So basically what Bullets told me and how he explained it to me, I was taught in the ways of fighting against, learning how to basically fight against Thois's tactics and getting around them. So
And that's what he was taught. He was taught how to counteract Thois's.
But anti-hero got it.
Yeah, anti-arrow, anti-stealth.
Until an
Fantastic.
arrow actually hits him. But
Until an-
anyway,
Yeah.
just saying, not
Hey,
that
hey,
anti.
hey. I was too slow at it. I was too slow at it when he told me that you guys did that, and after I took the damage, I looked at my sheet and I saw the dash action. I was like, I could have used that.
You could have, and I was
I
waiting
could've
for you.
used
I was
that.
waiting for you to use it, and you didn't use it. I was like, oh crap.
See,
Yeah,
Bullets
somebody
was
almost
lucky
missed
when
my
he
wolf
stopped me.
notification.
Yeah,
He
and
Bullets was lucky when he stopped me because I was about to chase after your ass as
yeah,
soon
I
because
know.
you already
I
know
know.
what I was talking about. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
dude,
dude,
Oh, I
get
knew.
it.
As,
I'm about to
dude,
fuck
as
you up.
soon as I heard Scarlet was like Shadow Beast, I was like, oh shit.
You're welcome.
I was
You're
like, there's
very
no
welcome.
way. There's no way that
I
she just
totally
did that.
like. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh man, he's got to run.
Dude,
He's got to
yeah,
run.
You
and then-
allowed
You're
Scarlet
welcome
to
for
turn-
conjuring animals, boys.
Yes, but the thing is, you just turned him into, I don't know what challenge rating you are as a player right now, but all I know is you turned this, like, I'm going to say same challenge rating as me, because we're all players and stuff,
Yeah.
and we all play in our same ways, into this challenge level 7, this instant freaking buff and I was like, oh god, like
Bullets
I had to
was lucky
mute, I
he
had
told
to
me to
mute
stop.
my mic. I had to mute my mic.
You're
'cause I was like,
welcome. I knew he was gonna mess you up. I was like, I gotta,
Yeah,
I gotta
thank
stop
you
this.
for that.
I was like, yo, I'm already. As soon as she fires that arrows and as soon as she's done, I'm bolting. As soon as that third arrow fires, I'm like, I'm not letting your ass get away. Nah.
I
Yeah.
must
I don't-
ask. I must ask.
Yes.
Mosh,
Yo,
did you like your surprise?
yes, I did. I'm a little bit upset and I couldn't do the thing I had as soon as you turned me in. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna run up, jump, flip, and just whack his head with my tail. Just like full blunt force that shit.
Dude, that was so much damage and bullet
I
didn't
loved how you
stop
guys didn't know about it. Oh,
Yeah.
you guys did know about it. Only
I
bullets
didn't, dude.
Yeah.
I was
Uh-huh.
I was mind blown. I was like, I hope Bullets has something to get me out of here.
Like bullets DM saves.
Actually, I think I said it on this. I think I said it on the stream. I can't remember if I did. I said, I've got it. I can't let him die. I can't have him die. I gotta save him. I gotta save him. How am I gonna save him?
I think you muted at that point.
Yeah, he did.
I might have
definitely-
muted it.
Because it was visibly here. Bullets is like shit.
Yeah, you could tell.
Oh
He was
boy,
in
this is
that
gonna be
mindset.
bad.
He was like, how do I do this? How do I do this?
All right, how do I
Yeah.
fucking save Galacus?
So yeah, I was like, I've got to save Galacus. How the heck am I gonna save Galacus?
We can't kill him in a spirit
I'll say
walk.
this, Galacus really did underestimate Scarlet now, didn't you?
Yes, he did. Now the thing was is that we're gonna go to.
Okay.
I'm gonna say one thing real quick, and then we're gonna jump over to Scarlet.
Okay.
When this whole encounter was going on, and I was having you guys roll, I was literally sitting here, and all of a sudden I heard, I saw the rolls. And I'm like, oh no, oh no,
Yeah, I heard you say that.
oh no. It's like,
As in my rolls, or
Yeah,
Yeah, you're-
yeah, because you were getting high rolls against his. I was like, oh, crap, how am I gonna do this? How the frack am I gonna do this? Fracking A.
Fair play. It did make the spirit walk so more
Much better.
intense, and like it actually played out so well. Like
Right,
I'm
and
not even
we're-
mad about the high rolls. It's just now.
Neither
now-
am I.
Yeah, now the viewers are knowing, like they're gonna be like, okay, it's gonna get more intense. There's
Yeah,
gonna be
it
more
is.
action. There's gonna be
Mhm.
a lot more. So it's gonna like further on down this this season of Order of the Wolves. I think it's gonna be so much more intense and.
Oh, it is. Don't
like,
worry, it's gonna
the
be
viewers-
way more
the
intense.
viewers are gonna be like zoned in on how things are gonna react and like how everything's gonna fold out.
So
Only
with that,
thing
go ahead.
I was gonna, yeah. Well, the only thing I know, Axos is about to whip almost the whole entire party into shape. No breaks. Strict.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So we're gonna switch over to Scarlet real quick, and then after that, I'm gonna close with one thing, and then we'll one more thing, and then we'll go from there. So, Scarlet.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
PTM.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is going through your mind other than what the hell is Thois and me doing to you? Other than that, what is going through your mind?
Okay, I have to say this as a joke. Do I have to sign the divorce papers longer? Do I need to make the chart longer? Because I will.
I think you may have to.
I may
She
have
just has
to
a
now.
notepad just going right now. She's just going down the list.
You just hear while the stream's going on, just like, okay.
But in all fairness, though, I don't think I could. It's stressful, but I will admit, overall, with the role playing from Axros and from Galacus.
Hey,
I-
she's not mad at me.
No, I'm not mad at you as a person.
She's still mad at you. Like,
No,
I hope
no,
you understand.
I'm
She's
mad
not
at-
mad at you as a
I was
person.
all-
She's mad at. She is pissed
I'm mad at
at
your
your character.
character.
She
I
However-
know, but she was like, now I'm not mad for getting your name wrong. And she said it correctly right there.
Yeah, because I have an ounce of respect. But I will
Grassy,
say,
grassy.
like, aside from what your character did, Shadow, I actually enjoyed the twist. I hate bullets for it, but that's okay. It's not. I swear she can't. I think at this point she's gonna have to turn into Princess Belle and totally like have books on her head at this
Oh
point.
my god.
Like the
yeah.
amount of stuff going on to her. But no, I enjoyed the role playing. I enjoyed the twist. In my personal opinion, it's definitely my favorite spirit walk so far that we've done. Love the intensity. I will admit, I absolutely adored how Thea could turn into a wolf and how she was struggling.
You're
And
welcome.
I know,
You're
and
welcome.
I know, thank you. And I know that, I know as a whole, like, I know you were kind of hinting at it twice that she was struggling, but, I figured she would be okay because for me, as Scarlett's parent, she'd want her to try to learn on her own, get her footing first without exactly guiding her. So that's kind of why I was ignoring it a little bit. Because I know for a fact she needed to tell some things to Thois that he needed to know. Because I feel like as a whole, he really needed to know about Gallicus and his curse and the fact that he's a blue dragon and I'm going to be targeting Echo.
I was
So
trying
I
to gain
feel
your
like-
trust so bad, and I was hoping that you weren't gonna like
All for
do
it.
those high rolls against me, and I was
Yeah,
I
you
was
don't
hoping that
want-
you were gonna fail that, and then I was hoping that you were gonna get high rolls, and then next thing I know, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to have him roll deception and persuasion, and it's like I know he has negative modifiers
Yeah,
for
I
persuasion.
know,
I was like,
I
oh
know.
crap.
Yeah.
You
because-
lucked out
yeah.
on me though.
Yeah.
You
the
lucked
thing
out
that
on
got-
me.
The thing that got me the most is when all of a sudden Wolf was like, from out of the corner, you see, what was your dog's name again? Sprout?
Khaleesi.
Khaleesi.
Oh,
my God.
Khaleesi. Yeah.
When he said that, I was like, I'm fucked. Like, I don't know. what
Do you know how
to
many
get
times
away
I had to ping for him to make sure that happened?
But
because he almost missed it.
I was already planning because Khaleesi wasn't in the room at the time.
No, she wasn't.
So she was not.
Dude,
She
I
was
was
never
so-
in the room.
I
I
was
was
so
planning on
happy.
having that happen anyway. So when she started blowing me up, I was like,
You said it in
Doing
this
it.
game as
I
well,
had a,
like-
I had
Yes,
a
I'm
plan.
doing it.
I had a plan. If that guard rolled high, I was going to basically use him and have my dagger out and ready at his throat, and that's when I was going to pull out my voice. But when you said you're lucky you rolled that one, I was like, okay, I can play this off. I got this. And then all of a sudden I heard the dog, and I was like, I'm screwed.
He's like, shit. The jig is up.
You're welcome.
And from the
Might-
frying
might as
pan
well
into the
pull it.
fire.
Yeah, I was like, might as well get my voice ready.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah.
going.
This will be interesting. I think my biggest curiosity now is how everybody else is going to be taking it. So Echo, Rayla, and Eris.
I
And I
teach
know-
them to be more competent, as I would say.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't want to
I'm
say it
gonna-
like that, but
I'm gonna talk to Bullets about it. I have something. I'm gonna talk to him about it and see if he's down with it, but that'll be later.
So we're gonna kind of do one other thing. I'm gonna end it on this note from the DM side, and then I have one question for Mr.
Me or Mosh?
Well,
Maybe
for
both, who
you,
knows?
Mr.
Okay.
Shadow. From a DM's perspective, today's session went very well. I was very pleased with it. I was very happy with it. It was a lot of suspensefulness for me as well, just because, like I've told people before, I have an idea of what I want to do, but these characters drive it. These characters are the ones that drive the storyline. They're the ones that drive what's going to happen. Like I said, I have an idea of what I want to do, but it's solely up to them. It's literally solely up to them. So for me, it was very, very much suspenseful, and I think the cast did a really fantastic job on their stuff.
I love the fact that Thois came in and helped Thea transform. Because I know how Thea and Scarlet wanted to have Thois in her life. But I had to do it in a way that wasn't like intrusive per se. So it kind of worked out really well. So I was pretty happy about that. We're gonna end it with one more comment, and that is, I want to hear from Shadow. As a spirit walk, how do you feel in regards to your character? Feel like you have an understanding of who your character is and of what your purpose and mission and involvement's going to be in regards? Do you feel in tune with your character essentially?
Oh yeah, I feel so in tune. Like when I don't know why, I don't know what happened to me, but when I pulled out that voice, something ticked, and like I was like full on, like in my character zone, like doing that, like what the voice wanted, make how it was deep and trying to make it seem evil and make it more intense. And I don't know, I just felt like I was actually the character and like in the moment, and I actually very much fell in tune with my character in the spirit walk.
Fantastic. Is there anything else that any one of you would like to say or make a comment about or anything?
These
Guess
days
we
gonna be
will.
rough.
And I was gonna say, I guess we won't see the outhouse anymore.
Unfortunately, no. However, I will say I was very upset when he came up with that, and I was just like, oh. It's kind of like
wild,
with Thois. It was like, oh no, it's got to happen. It's got to happen. I mean, he's right. It's with Draxus.
I will also like to note, this is a comment both to Mosh and to Shadow, and even to you, Bullets, even. I really appreciate both of you with your role playing so well that I didn't feel too like I'm always in the center like I was mostly in season 1. I enjoyed your role playing that much that I felt like the weight literally was not on my shoulders, so I really appreciate that. You guys did really well with that, because I know I mentioned it to Bullets the other day. So I appreciate you guys did really great on the role playing, and yeah, and I enjoyed that, and I felt like I said, a little bit of weight's lifted off of me, so that was nice. So nice twist.
With you, Bullet. Oh my god, when you were doing Drax's death scene, oh my god, dude, I don't know what came over me, like I started tearing up. I was like,
Yeah,
man,
he does
like
that.
I'm supposed to be evil, like
It
why am I supposed
happens.
to tear up.
It
And
happens.
then, dude, when
happens.
you're like, you finally get to see him like roam and move, like he couldn't have when he was this form, and now he's this form. He's running free, he's jumping, he's moving, all that. I was like, God, I'm gonna have to freaking mute. I
Yep.
was like, God, bro.
He's done that to me a few times. You've heard it in the
I-
season
I-
finale.
Luckily,
Yeah,
I am the
but-
only character that has to maintain rational here. I have no emotion. I can't let that shit take over.
The challenge has been accepted. The challenge has been accepted. I shall
glad-
make
I'm
Mosh
glad they
great.
It's a
mics
very
with
hard
the-
thing
the
for
mute-
you.
with the mute. So glad they made mics with mute, because like then you can like quick reaction and be like, get your crying out, get your evil out, come on, back into it.
Oh.
I hate the fact that Bullet says challenge accepted, and I'm like, I just signed my own death warrant, and I know where he's
Yeah,
gonna
you
target
kinda
next.
did there, buddy.
I know where this fucker's going to target next. He doesn't even have to say anything, and I'm just like, fuck. Oh, sorry.
I do have a plan up my sleeve for the upcoming.
Oh yeah, I have something up.
episodes.
I have something up my sleeve that's going
Oh,
to very
but-
much get Mosh. That's going to involve
Oh.
you. Don't
Oh,
you worry.
you son of a bitch.
Don't
I
you
know
worry.
where you're
I
going.
got something for
Hey,
ya.
Bullets. What I told you at work. What was it? When you first introduced me, and I said if I have to, I won't do it, and you were like, "Oh, you're evil."
Yeah.
I might pull that. I might pull it.
Yeah. I'll work with you. I'll work with you. There's something I got. There's we're gonna
I'm
get
just
Mosh.
curious.
We're gonna get Mosh. Don't worry. Mosh is my next target.
Okay.
So, all right.
The best
With
thing
that
is
we
being
can
try.
with that
I
being
already know where this is
said,
going.
So do I.
with that being said, we're going to go ahead and end it here. We're going to end it on the video. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate everyone turning out and watching this episode, and I hope you enjoy the outro video as much as everyone
Thanks
else
for
does.
watching, guys. Take it easy.
Take it easy, guys.
Gross.
Have a good one.